So last month I gave my overall thoughts and had a discussion about the brand new manga series. I say brand new, it's been out for a while, but Go Go Loser Ranger, aka Reject Ranger. And I had no idea what I was getting into when I first picked up this manga, but I instantly fell in love with it, and a lot of you guys seemed to enjoy my review and said you guys were curious and wanted to check out the series for yourself. So I'm glad more people are checking out this series and giving it a chance, because if you like sort of shonen and you like tokusatsu and Power Rangers and Super Sentai, this is definitely the series for you, because I thought I was going to be reading a parody series, a joke series, but no, this is pretty much a really interesting shonen series, although it has the shonen tropes in it. One of them is kind of doing the exam arc right now with the volume that I'm stuck in. I'm still having a lot of fun reading it, with the world building and getting to know these characters while being like 20 something chapters into it. So let's talk about volume 3. It's been out for a couple of weeks, I think now, and I just got around to finishing it. I believe that the manga schedule is like bi-monthly, like once every couple of months. So it comes out at its own pace. I might start reading it, like the scans, if I can find any. You never know, but I think reading this volume by volume is a lot of fun, and it's been a while since I've done that for a manga series where I just read it at my own pace, and I'm not sort of zooming through it to read it weekly and catch up. So I'm sort of just reading this volume by volume, which I have not done in a while. But Volume 3 I found to be really interesting, because like I said, this is sort of like the Hunter exam arc in this volume, and I kind of cheated and checked out how long this arc is, and I believe it's like 44 chapters long, so I'm in the long haul. I get the feeling that this arc is going to go on for a couple of volumes, but from what I read so far, I really enjoyed, because we met some interesting characters in this arc, or this like volume, and I will say, like, one of the things that I'm going to have trouble with this series is this series has such a diverse and large roster of characters that it's hard to keep track of everyone, especially with all the different ranger teams and stuff like that, and everyone having these sort of hard names to follow, and they all have different designs, I will say that, but with all the different teams, you got to sort of keep track of who's who and who's still around and still kicking and stuff like that, and what team they're on. But yeah, from the characters we met so far, I kind of enjoyed. So in the previous volume, it ended with Foot Soldier D taking the role and the identity of Hibiki so he can infiltrate the Dragon Keepers and become a ranger. And also in that volume, near the end of that volume, we find out that Hibiki's sister is Dragon Keeper Pink. I believe her name is Sakurama, and she seems pretty cool. I mean, she seems sane from what we've seen so far, which is good. I think the only crazy one from what we've seen so far is Red. But this volume, like I said, is mostly the exam arc, where I got a lot of vibes from early Naruto, where they take the bells from Kakashi, but this one they've got to take two keys, or a key from two other fighters or people pretending to be monsters. And I do like Duster's resolve in this sort of story arc where people are pretending to be monsters, and he sort of has that resolve of he can show them how powerful or what a real monster can do. But also in this battle, you had Duster sort of playing careful, because if he gets hit too hard, then because he's a monster of the week, he's going to explode and die. So he had to play it very strategically in this sort of exam. But not only that, we also meet the mysterious girl we saw at the end of that volume, which is Foot Soldier XX, and she's a mystery so far from what we've seen so far. Sort of this small girl, petite, but then she can turn into this hulking monster, which is kind of cool to see. So I do like that about it. But not only that, it also ended with this volume with slight spoilers if you haven't read it yet. One of the main boss monsters showing up, and he's still around, which they sort of implied that most of them were dead a couple of volumes ago, because the Dragon Keepers defeated them, but one of them's actually still alive, which is kind of interesting, and I'm curious to see where that's going to go next, and if we'll see more of these bosses later down the line. So that's cool to see. The exams I thought were pretty cool, because like I said, I got early Naruto vibes from when they tried taking Kakashi's bell, and also sort of the Hunter exam, the Chunin exam, the Hero exam, all those exams you see in shonen series these days with sort of people trying to prove themselves and get into the ranks. But also you kind of learn how sort of like the divisions work with the Rangers. You've got Red, who are the frontline specialists, you've got Blue, who sort of command and plan the strategies, Green stealth, Yellow's intelligence, and Pink is medical and support. So each Ranger and their squadron have different roles and goals to play in the mission. So I do like that. So everyone's got their little goals. And characters do move around. They can climb up the ranks from what it seems like. And they can get into different sort of Ranger squads. So I am curious to see where it's going to take our heroes and what ranks they'll end up in. Because like I said, this volume we sort of, I want to say we kind of meet our main trio. One of them being Kai and Angel and Angelica. I think that's their names, but they seem alright, they seem pretty cool from what we've seen so far, and I get the feeling that these characters are going to be like our main trio that we follow throughout the series once they form their alliance. You never know what's going to happen after these exams. They could all part ways with whatever ranks they get into, but I enjoyed sort of seeing these characters team up and sort of learn how to work together. But yeah, Volume 3 of Reject Ranger or Go-Go Loser Ranger I really enjoyed. I'm enjoying this like sort of exam arc so far. Like I said, it's got a while to go from what I've looked up, but from what I've seen so far, I'm enjoying it, and I can't wait to see where this series is going to go next, because like I said, we've got this big cast of characters that sort of introduced throughout the series. A little bit hard to keep track of, but I do like them. We've got the mysterious, like I said, Double X, and then you've also got the boss who showed up, and I get the feeling he probably might be the main antagonist near the end of this whole exam arc near the end, because he does have sort of ties to Hibiki and his sister, because he's the one that killed their parents. And yeah, so I'm curious to see like if he's going to show up and like try stealing the weapons, because he's just like lurking around in their base, hanging out in the garrison, much like Double X is doing. But Double X is sort of like, she's a gag, she has some funny gags, but she's also like mysterious, and you got to sort of keep an eye on it, because the whole gag with her is like you can't let her get caught, but she sort of wants to take out the Rangers and sort of reclaim the former glory as well. But like I said, Volume 3 I really enjoyed. I'm definitely going to pick up Volume 4 in April, and if this video does well, I'll definitely review it on the channel, because you guys like listening to me ramble about Reject Ranger. But Reject Ranger, still loving it, still going to check it out, still going to keep reading it. I will read it eventually weekly, but like I said, I want to read this volume by volume at my own pace. But anyway, guys, what did you think of these? What did you think of this volume of Reject Ranger? Are you reading the series? Have you not checked out the series? Did you click on this video by accident and you're listening to this review? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. With that said, I think I'm going to bring this video to a close. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, take care, bye.